Well, good morning from sunny Pueblo, Colorado. Temperatures right now are in the mid-30s. The water's pretty nice out here. What I'm doing today is I'm gonna go out and do a little gold panning. A couple test pans over here in some of this hard riverbed that I've discovered when I was over here fly fishing. And I also brought the tenkara rod with me. So I'm gonna pair two of my hobbies together today and have a little bit of fun. I'm gonna try to catch a couple fish, and then I'm gonna play around a little bit of this water till my fingers freeze, and then head on home. Well, thank you guys for joining me on this adventure, and we'll just get right to it. So, in this magical black bag I have right here with me, I have tippet material, got some main line, box with a few flies in it, tenkara rod, 12 foot, really light, so there's not much weight added. And then I got this handy dandy, I like to call it a net lanyard, because I don't have a place to hang this net on the back of me because I'm not wearing a vest. So my girlfriend made this for me, and I just throw it over my shoulder. It gives me a place to hang the net and the little retractable for the net. So that way I got it on me at all times instead of having to set it down or having to wear a vest or any of that other stuff. Make sure you don't lose your rod cap. May not seem very important, but keeps all these small, real thin sections. That's almost a millimeter around. It's real tiny. Keeps all those sliding on out of there. So we're gonna run out about 10 foot or so of this 6-pound test. And then after we do that, then we'll go ahead and add some tippet material on there. I put a rubber band around that fishing line, so that way it unwinds from underneath it, keeps it in place. Very similar to the kind you use for your tippet material holder. That's where I got the idea from. I just don't have a big enough piece of elastic cord to stick around there like the regular tippet material. So I just tied a nice little slip knot up on there. Should be fine. And then we'll take our lilian that's sticking out the tip of this rod, find the end that we have our knot tied on here, and we take and wrap that lilian through the knot, that little slip knot loop, at least twice through the center of it, and then we tighten her down and keep it up on the top side. All right, bingo. All right, now we work our way to the end of this main line, and then we're gonna get ourselves a little piece of 5X here, maybe 14 inches long or so. And we'll make it a little longer. It's one thing I found out with this tenkara rod, you can cast a little bit longer lengths of line with it, but there's just a little bit of an issue where your rod's not long enough. I know there's a little kink in there, don't look too good, but we're gonna go ahead and keep going with this figure 8 knot I got going here before my fingers freeze off too much. So with the figure 8, you make the knot, and then you just replicate the knot with the other string from the other direction. It's pretty simple. and it's not really a fishing knot, it's more of a climbing knot for those rock climbers out there, or I don't know, whatever. It's probably got a different purpose, but I like using it. Yeah, check out that ringtone. Takes you right back to like 1999. You know, maybe I should answer it. Oh well, whatever. I'll call them back. Finish tying up all these knots and stuff here real quick and get a fly on here. And we'll get right to it. That's probably a call for me to go to work. Alright, so now that we got that knot tied on there, we're gonna go ahead and go for this weird little kabari fly I got tied. It's on a barbless size 12 with an olive cover, or not cover, but olive hackle. I can't even talk today. I tie all my knots with the same knots I use for normal fishing when it comes for this. Like whenever I go spin fishing a lot, I use the same knots because I trust them and I know they're strong. Alright, now the key is that when you get this knot down here, you got to make sure you keep all of the hackle out of the knot. And that's what I got this other knot tying tool for here, because it helps to get all that out of there. You don't really have to worry too much, but just get the majority of it out of there. Go ahead and cinch that knot down and get rid of the excess. All right, so now we're pretty much ready to go. Got the little kabari fly tied on there, got that on there, got the net. All right, let's go ahead and extend our rod. Go ahead and get all 12 foot of it out here. Now there's a little dirt in that one section. All right, it looks like I'm working with about 14 foot of leader and tippet. Got one. Absolutely beautiful brown. No, it's a rainbow. It's just really dark. Look at this thing. Come on, get in there. I got a glove falling out. I came up on that little kabari fly I made. I'm on the ground kneeling here. Let's see, we got 6 and 9. 15-inch rainbow. Look at that thing. It's beautiful. I'm gonna take and go put it over here in the main current. Look at that thing. Such a nice fish. I'm coming over here, fish. Don't worry. Look at that rainbow. Beautiful. See you later. Remembering to stay as low as possible. Got him. Oh yeah. Another nice rainbow. I don't even know how this one ate it, to tell you the truth. He's got some issues. Come on. Okay, well, I need the forceps for this. This guy's got such a cleft palate. I don't even know what to think about it. The hook is barbless. It should just come right out of there. Look at this rainbow. Look at his jaw. He's all jacked up. But we're gonna move him over to with all of his other buddies on the other side. I don't even know how this one's even surviving, to tell you the truth. I'll get him back in the water here for a second and I'll let you guys take a better look at him. Look at that jaw. Such a weird rainbow. There he goes. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our bag and we're gonna make our way down here. That way I'm not disturbing this area where these fish are. Kind of feels like the ground started to warm up some. So we're gonna walk down here. I'm gonna show you guys this. Like right now where I'm stepping, it's not hard. Like all this has been dug in, kind of feeling, moved around. Where I want to go is I want to go right up here where this stuff is like extremely rigid. And as we walk along, you could tell, like look at this down here, that there's not much sand building up. It's just bigger like pea gravels that are all throughout this whole entire bar. Okay, well I couldn't find the shelf that I was wanting to dig in, and I don't want to dig up there where those fish are living in that little pond. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dig behind this rock. It seems to be rather large. Not a rock, I mean a chunk of concrete. I guess concrete is made up of rocks and sand. I guess it could be the same thing. Or maybe just a classification of multiple rocks. It does seem to be rather large. I I didn't think it was that big, but apparently it is that big. Okay, now that we've got one pan of material here, let's go ahead and drop it in the water. Lots of big heavy rocks.
Pebbles and stuff in there. Piece of the tarp, it looks like, too. Yeah, lots of rocks in there. Drop that there. I'll tell you what, whatever's in the pan just feels like concrete. We're gonna make ourselves a little panning spot right here. We need to get some of these other rocks out of the way. Oh, that's a big one. Is there a deep spot there? No. They're stratified. There's just not enough water for me. Let's see if we can get this rock out of there. Nope. We need to make ourselves a deeper hole, though, that's for sure. That's a big piece of shale right there sitting there. Well, I guess we're panning the current. We'll get her. You guys getting a look at that? I'm already seeing a couple flakes sitting in there. What is going on here? Loads of black sand. My suggestion here is after I move out of the larger amount of dirt, move back over to the shallow spot where the water's a little calmer, and we'll get the rest of this panned out. She can't be too agitated. Really don't know how those made it through the 8th inch. Stratified or classified? Alright, so I consider this the fun part. This is where all your work comes down to right here. Just a ton of black sand in there. Work one side until we see something. And then work the other side until we see something. Get you out of there. I'll just go ahead and clear this other side up a little bit. Can't see anything yet.
I see some on the left side. Better stop the double. Oop. All right. We're just making our way right on down through this, I like to call extremely tough panning. It's never been easy to pan out black sand. Never. Especially when it's all wet. I don't even think magnets really work that well. They just work good at sticking a bunch of it all together. See a flake sitting right there. Nice. 2 flakes. 3 flakes. You guys get to watch me finish pan. I can't believe this. You see that one piece already shining through there? That's a nice piece. 2 pieces. Get them back up. 3 pieces there. I'm gonna get that washed off my finger too, in case it's stuck to it. I don't know if the GoPro's picking that up, but can you guys see those 3 flecks right there? 1, 2, 3. Oh, 4th one right there. There's 4 little flecks there. And a pan that wasn't even 8 inches deep in the water. I just barely scratched the surface with that. Get the old snuffer bottle out. Cold enough, my cigarette went out. Should have brought that windproof lighter. This is funny. All right. And you guys see it still in there? All 4 of them little pieces sitting right there. That's pretty good. Pretty good for down here in the Pueblo. All right. Let me get my glove back on. And we'll go ahead and get right back to this. I'll tell you one thing, it smells like concrete. Cigarette went out again. Can't believe this. Okay. Oh, that's heavy. It feels considerably heavier than the last one. Too much big gravel there. Need to make a little panning shelter here. This current's a little too much for me.
Keeping you guys looking at target here.
Enough there. There we go. Now we're on the gas. I see one flake. One flake. Two flakes, three flakes. I don't know what the GoPro's gonna show them. One there, and one there. An itty bitty one there. So that makes 3.0 flakes. Alright, we'll get the snuffer back over there and we'll fill in that hole. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in on this adventure of mine. Doing a little bit of fishing, a little bit of gold panning, just out trying to enjoy the weather while it's still kind of nice in the middle of winter still. I guess the winter solstice was a couple days ago, so yeah. But it's just a good idea, you know, that whenever you go out gold panning, you know, take a little small collapsible fishing rod with you. You know, if you get bored or don't find anything, you can always just make a few casts, and who knows, you might find a really great fishing spot. Or vice versa. Go someplace where you like to go fishing and you might just find a good gold deposit. You never know. But if you're going to do the gold part, just make sure you're doing it in an area that is not claimed and is legal for you to do that in. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in and watching. Everybody have a good day.